How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sat on the stairs because the lighting's quite nice here, so I thought might as well make the most of it. Today's video is going to be a little bit more of a kind of tutorial style of video. I'm going to also do a little bit of like vlogging here and there, so I do have to go out and grab some stuff. Got to pick up some chicken, but the title of today's video and the beginning of the video is how to do a lat spread. So I'm going to talk you through how to perform a lat spread. Now, be aware that before we start this, you do have to have fairly good amount of muscle development in your lats to be able to then see your lat spread. You can perform a lat spread by still doing the lat spread, but if you've not got like much muscle mass there, it's not going to be that noticeable. So don't think that just because you're doing the movement but you can't see it, that necessarily you're doing it incorrectly, because you might be doing it correctly but you might not just have enough muscle mass there. Before we go into it, there's quite a few exercises that will obviously help you to perform the lat spread, and also exercises that will help you to build the muscle to be able to do a lat spread. So obviously every kind of back exercise, if it's kind of upper back focused, is going to have some sort of stimulus going through your lats, which is going to then cause muscle breakdown. Then you'll build muscle if you're in a surplus. So bear those things in mind. So there's two exercises that I would recommend trying before you then try a lat spread. One of them being a pullover. Now that can be a machine pullover, it can be a cable pullover, any kind of movement where you're having to, or a dumbbell pullover where you're stretching back and then contracting your lats to pull downwards. That's going to help you to be able to perform a lat spread. Also, anything to do with a lat pull down, any vertical pull will help you. But to be honest, I think the biggest one that I find that helps me to connect with my lats is a motto row. If you don't know what a motto row is, I will put a little picture up here. It's a very good exercise to activate your lats. So if you're somebody that struggles with activating your lats, give that a go. It'll help you massively. I'm very confident in saying that, because it is a very long movement, so you get a really good stretch. Also, if you want to make the most out of the movement when you're pulling down, try to flex your obliques a little bit so you have a little bit of lateral flexion. Okay, so on to the lat spread. I have trained today. I did a push session and I still feel like I've got a little bit of a pump in my chest, which feels quite nice. It was a very good chest session actually. Probably one of the best pumps that I've had in a long time, but we're here for the back. So obviously it's going to be a lot easier for you to see when I have got no top on, but the main thing that you're trying to focus on is, if you look from the side, I'm hooking my thumbs back and then pulling forward and then spreading my back. So if you imagine that kind of movement where you're internally rotating your shoulders, that looks a little bit like a lat spread, but unless you bring yourself up, that's when you're gonna see more of your lats. So another thing that you can do to kind of squeeze your lats and get a better connection is, before you perform the lat spread, kind of do a row and then pull over. So it's the rotation from here with your shoulders that kind of helps you to pull forward and then spread. Okay, so you're opening up your shoulder blades, which is then giving you that lat spread. Now, a lot of people struggle with actually connecting with their lats, and that's not an uncommon thing. It's just literally practice and mind muscle connection. So continue doing like motto rows, pullovers, pull downs, etc., and that will help you. Now, if you want to then make that lat spread look even better, if you do anything with a higher waistband, especially with the upper body, tends to look pretty good. So for example, we have a normal lat spread, or bringing your waist up, giving yourself that more of a V taper. Now, those two things in combination, obviously you can't really do that on stage so much unless you grab like the waistband of your trunks, which is allowed, and also doing that from the rear will also help as well. So for example, that's with, that's without. So what you have to remember, a lot of things with bodybuilding is illusions. It's helping different portions of your body to look better by doing small manipulations, and that is one of the small manipulations that you can do in order to make your lat spread look better. That is the lat spread, so on with the rest of the video. Look at this. I thought these were Welsh cakes, but they're scones. The most driest product in the world. Never eat a scone on its own. Awful, mate. Welsh cakes are 100 times better than scones. Listen to this. Awful. Afternoon, boys. Good? You know what I did one time? I left the chicken in the car for a day and a half. 30 quid down the drain. And it stunk. Absolutely stunk. Now, some people say food is just food. Like, you go to a supermarket and it's the same as it is in another supermarket. However, this Co-op chicken breast, literally, it's solid. It's absolutely solid. Chicken is not supposed to be like that. Then you get this nice chicken from the butchers, nice and soft, nice and subtle, but that is literally solid. It's horrible. You cook it, it's solid. You start cutting it, it's solid. Most of the time I cut up my chicken with scissors, like into the pan. You have to, like, horrible. It's all rubbery and shit like that. So make sure you get good quality chicken breasts. So Friday's Valentine's Day. Anybody got anything planned? I think I have. You gotta be prepared this time of year. Valentine's Day, lots of people look at it and they're like, it's just one of those days to spend more money. But to be honest, why is that such a bad thing? You know, if you have one day of the year which reminds you to be maybe a little bit maybe of a better boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. Why is that a bad thing? Just reminds you to maybe show them that you enjoy their company, or you love them, or you appreciate them, or whatever stage in the relationship you're in. It just reminds you. Like, people always say stuff like that about like Christmas and stuff like that. It's like, it's just one of those times of the year which people get marketed and it's just a point to spend loads of money. Yeah, of course it is, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't celebrate it. You shouldn't celebrate Valentine's Day because you're kind of protesting against the fact that it's gone all commercialised. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to spend loads on each other, just maybe spend some quality time together. That's just my opinion on the matter anyway.
The buff that he's gone into the kind of magic that they're maybe not even practicing.
I'm going to show you what I mean by the hard breasts. That looks like a pretty small breast. I'm going to estimate, obviously I lifted it up with the box, I'm going to estimate that at about 180. Oh, look how fit that is. 180. Oh! Actually is 180. Okay, look at this now, ready? Oh shit. It's not supposed to be that hard. Look at that. It's literally like cutting plasticine or something. I don't get how they can make it this hard. Like what? What's going on with them chickens? Got some fake implant chicken breasts. Just so weird. And then when it cooks, it goes rubbery. Co-op chicken, not saluted. Chicken breast, 2 out of 10. I figured it would be easier to move out of the kitchen whilst the kettle is boiling. But these are pretty handy. Egg noodles. Picked it up from Tesco, just giving it a go. One little slither of noodles is 300 calories. So I have chucked 2 of those in a pan, boil it for 4 minutes and it's done. And the ingredients on it is wheat flour, which maybe some people that wouldn't be great for. If you've got a little bit of a gluten intolerance, then try and avoid this. But it's got wheat flour and free-range egg. That's basically it, just flour and egg. Which overall, ingredients wise, if you haven't got a gluten intolerance, pretty damn easy and pretty damn good. So medium egg noodles, got it from Tesco.
Interestingly,
Forgot my fork. That's not bad though, considering that is 1200 calories. For the size of it, it's not bad. I mean, yes, this is a pretty big bowl. Also, one thing to note, whenever I show the proportions of stuff, things tend to look smaller in my hands because I've got very big hands. What's the size of my hands? I've got a ruler. But anyway, it's a big bowl. You get it. So this is the last of the co-op chicken, thank goodness. Because this is just, it's not nice chicken. Like, even when it's cooked, it's still like, it's like rubber. So if you're looking for chicken, don't buy it from co-op. Buy it from your local butchers instead. It is quite expensive from them though. 30 quid for 5 kilos. You can probably get it for like 22 in like Lidl and Aldi, but it's probably nicer and probably better quality from the butchers. Not all breasts are equal. Okay guys, I am going to sign out the video here. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button, give a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to head out, do some errands, train some people, and do the rest of my day, but I hope you have a good day. See you guys soon.